Tainan. South District by Lin Hui. South of Old Tainan City it lies, a town of scenic beauty before the eyes, blueprint and Shueijiaoshe parks with ancient-style river views like Kyoto's Camo. Calligraphy and Poem by Lin Hui.
Hello everyone, I'm Kana. I'm half Taiwanese and half South African from Tainan. This time, we've come to Tainan's Southern District. This area used to be part of the Old City, south of the South Gate. It was historically known as the Southern Outskirts. Besides its beautiful coastline, there's also rich culture and history waiting for us to explore. And I heard this trip is full of wonderful and unique stories just waiting for us. I'm really excited for this journey. Let's head out together and get to know the Southern District. The Southern District is Tainan's southern gateway. The ocean breeze here carries a salty trace of the sea. Old settlements stand side by side with new landscapes. Today, we'll take you into the district following the sea breeze. Our first stop, the story-filled community of Wanli. The seaside Wanli Old Street is considered one of the area's most historically rich neighborhoods. When you come here, one thing you must not miss is the old architecture along the street. But if I were to rely only on myself coming here alone, I would definitely miss a lot. So today, I've invited a teacher who knows Wanli inside and out to guide us and help us understand this place better. It's getting late, and the teacher is waiting. Let's go! Hello, teacher.
Hello, Kana.
Hello, teacher.
Welcome to Wanli.
Teacher, why did you specifically arrange to meet me here today? Why is that?
Good question. Today's purpose is to take Kana to see a few beautiful old houses that also have interesting stories.
Oh, so this old house behind us has a story,
Yes.
right? How old is this house?
It dates back to the Japanese colonial period. So if you calculate it, it has a history of over 80 or 90 years.
And it's been really well maintained.
Its special features are not only are the characters above the door carved, but another feature is the decorative tiles above it are extremely beautiful.
Oh.
They're actually three-dimensional.
Even 90 years ago, it was such a beautiful design.
This indicates that at the time, this household was probably an impressive or prominent family.
And it's still preserved, still looking so fresh. It must be quite nice even today.
Yes, exactly. We're here at another one of our old houses for today.
Oh.
This house, its walls feature some installation art.
All electrical themed.
Yes, all circuit boards. These circuit boards actually have a lot to do with the development of Wanli. Mainly after 1955, after the Vietnam War, the U.S. had a large amount of military supplies, and some of these included circuit boards. Since circuit boards were actually considered waste, later, Taiwanese people went to the U.S. and discovered that these items were unwanted by Americans, so they brought them into Taiwan.
So what metals could they extract from these?
Valuable metals inside include gold, silver, and platinum, as well as copper and the like.
Wow, such precious
Yes.
metals.
For them at that time, this was an important source of income.
So, in the early days, was this place built on scrap metal recycling?
You could say that. The scrap metal industry brought wealth, but it also caused pollution.
Pollution?
Yes, especially dioxins and polychlorinated biphenyls were a serious problem. So later in the 1990s, the government officially prohibited any further development of the scrap metal industry.
On a hot day like this, sitting down and enjoying this fruit platter is just perfect.
Yes, this is from Wanli here, a fruit shop that's been around for 60 years.
This shop has been open for 60 years too?
60 years, yes,
Wow.
on Wanli Road. It's a very established store.
Really? So this place is considered an old house too?
Yes, the building itself is an old house.
It's an old house as well.
So overall, it looks beautiful, especially if you look at the back wall here. The entire wall and the dazzling array of seasonal fruits, it looks amazing.
It's really beautiful, yeah.
This is their assorted fruit platter.
Nice.
My favorite, personally, are the candied ginger tomatoes.
Oh, a specialty from the south.
Yes, exactly.
You add the ginger, soy sauce, and also some sugar and give it a good mix.
Yes, mix it vigorously.
Vigorously.
Yes, then it will taste even better. And a place like this shop was actually where people in Wanli back in the day would meet people of the opposite sex, what we simply call matchmaking.
Matchmaking.
This was one of the places for that.
So did you ever come here on a date?
No, I didn't date here.
Oh, you didn't date here?
I'd just bring good friends here to enjoy these fancy fruits.
Fancy. Yeah, they're really good.
So that means we're good friends.
Thank you, teacher. All right, let me try this ginger soy sauce tomato. This is so good. The flavor is really unique. You hardly ever find this in the north. Only a few specific places even sell it. I only know one shop. I seriously only know one place that sells this.
So we need to invite Kana to visit Tainan more often. Come enjoy the local fruits more.
All of Wanli feels like a living history book. When you come here, you can wander through the alleys at your own pace, as if you're reading one story after another. Once you walk out of the old street, we'll head toward the sea. Next, we're taking a boat through the Sikunshen mangroves, a newly opened route. Teacher Xiaoxia, today we'd like you to take on the role of a teacher and introduce us to Sikunshen.
Actually, the biggest feature of this place of ours is its location, right in the middle of the river area. So later, when we go out on the boat, we'll first head to the commercial port. First, the commercial port. After seeing the commercial port, we'll take everyone to do a hands-on oyster harvesting experience on the oyster racks. And after the oyster harvesting, we'll then go see the mangroves from here. So later...
So there are mangroves
Yes.
here? Then this kind of ecosystem should be pretty rare, right?
Yes, very rare, very rare. Only we have it here. Currently in Tainan, it's only here. Kana, take a look at our right-hand side. There are 3 large metal frames. Can you guess what they're used for?
Or shade?
There's a hoisting device in the middle. It can lift things. It's used to hook the oysters here. Because here we mainly handle the first stage of oyster production, the upstream part of the production line, right? Then middlemen come here and take the harvested oysters to the oyster cleaning facility in Jiayi. There they perform cleaning before selling them. Why use such large hoists to lift the oysters we cultivate offshore? They are actually very, very heavy. The weight of one rope is about 60 kilograms.
What do you mean by a rope?
It's a string of oysters. A string like this.
A string? Oh, just like the ones over there.
Yes, exactly. A string like this.
How heavy is this one whole rope of oysters like this?
Around 60 kilos.
60 kilos?
When they're fully grown, it's about 60 kilos.
That's like the weight of an adult.
Right.
How about the weight of a grown woman?
One cage, we put roughly 15 ropes in it.
Wow.
So the weight of that one cage gets close to a ton. That's why you need this kind of lifting equipment.
Yeah, you really need
There's no way
this.
to do it by hand.
No way people could lift it. Pretty much impossible.
Now we can take a look at both sides of us. There are many bamboo racks. There are oyster racks. These are used by us, the local oyster farmers, and this year we are currently in the off-season. The government regulations here allow us only after October 1st to put the oysters and their racks into the sea for cultivation. Because every year in July, August, and September in the southwest of Tainan, there are typhoons and southwest monsoons. So the oysters and their racks cannot be left at sea to safely withstand the typhoons. So during the off-season, we start constructing new oyster racks. The area we're in now is our oyster rack experience zone, and this oyster rack here is what we have recreated as a one-to-one replica of the offshore oyster racks out at sea.
So out on the open sea, it basically looks like this, right?
Yeah, normally we'll stand on the bamboo poles while we work.
Out at sea, you probably don't have these boards, so you're just standing like this?
Careful.
I'm good.
We're only bringing the boards out, the ones you can stand on. Small clanks, we hold them up, because when we have to drag the oyster ropes, those oyster ropes we talked about, they're extremely heavy. So when we need to pull them in, that's when we'll we'll use the boards.
Okay.
So something like this. One oyster raft can hold about 400 oyster ropes.
You mean right here, this whole area in front of us?
All of it. This entire platform can hold about 400 ropes.
400 ropes?
The spacing between each one is about 12 centimeters. That's the distance between two ropes, roughly 12 centimeters. And when we pull them up like this, the oysters actually grow in clusters like little balls.
So this is 60 kilograms?
This one here doesn't weigh 60 kilograms. Ours grow as clusters. No, not like this. They form into balls, and each full cluster has about 20 to 30 oysters, and there will be around 16 clusters. The oysters here, because of our floating raft farming system, the oysters are in the seawater 24 hours a day, so they're constantly feeding, which makes them grow faster.
I see, that makes sense.
From oyster seedlings to harvest size takes only about 4 months. Pull it open. Good, now let go of this hand. That's it.
What if I mess it up or break it?
If it's broken, that's fine. You just cut off that part.
Wait, why does mine feel like you tied a rock to it?
It's full of oysters inside. The oysters are all in here, all packed inside. Yeah, it's pretty heavy, right?
It's pretty heavy.
These are the marine organisms offshore that attach themselves to the oysters.
This must be over 20, close to 30 kilograms, right?
Actually, this one only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just 8 clusters.
Just 8 clusters, only 8? Normally it's 16 clusters?
Right.
So when you tie up that 60 kilogram load, you're using the same thin rope?
Yes, the same rope.
Okay.
The mangrove ecosystem here is much richer. Right now, all 4 native mangrove species in Taiwan can be found here.
Ah.
There used to be 6, but 2 have gone extinct.
Oh.
And the remaining 4, you can see all of them here.
So roughly how many boats are there?
Around a dozen here.
Oh, a little over 10.
But in our Sikunshen area, there are about close to 30 oyster farmers.
30 owners.
Right, but of course not every owner has their own work shed. Some owners only have a boat, and they don't bring their oysters back here, they shuck them on site.
Oh, so they probably take them somewhere else.
Yes, straight to sell them.
Oh.
They sell directly to wholesalers.
That sounds like a pretty big operation.
Actually, here in Tainan, our oyster production as a share of Taiwan's total is extremely high.
You mean in Tainan or all of Taiwan?
From Anping off the coast of Tainan down through Sikunshen and further south toward the Golden Coast, this whole stretch of coastline accounts for a huge share of Taiwan's oyster production.
The whole country?
Yes, exactly.
Does it make up more than half?
Roughly more than that.
More than that?
Yes. Basically, each year after November or December through to around June of the next year is when we have oyster production when we're shipping oysters out. And because our oysters are cheaper, so everyone comes here to buy from us.
In just a short boat ride, we didn't just see the oyster farms, but also felt the hard work of the oyster farmers. After getting off the boat, we'll continue deeper into the southern district. I've heard that Xishu Old Street is definitely a place worth checking out. We are now in Xishu in the southern district of Tainan. And today, to help us get to know Xishu, we're going to be guided by Dean Jiang from Xishu Elementary School.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Miss Jiang. Miss Jiang, we're standing here now, but I noticed something very special. It's this map right behind us. This map isn't a current one, right?
No, of course not.
About how old is this map?
Around 200 to 300 years old. People in our community wanted to relive the past to see what it would be like. Specifically, what the Xishu area looked like back then. Yeah,
so where
exactly.
is Xishu on this map?
It's in Sikunshen. Yes.
Oh, and now this whole area is all
Yes,
land?
it's all land now.
There should be a reason why it's called Xishu.
Because plants didn't grow easily here. Back then, the older generations would use the Taiwanese pronunciation and say, Xiqiu.
Xiqiu. Does that mean
Xiqiu,
happy
yeah.
tree or...
No, it actually means a dead tree.
A dead tree. Completely the opposite.
Later, they thought that saying it like that sounded unpleasant, so they changed the pronunciation to Xisu, happy tree.
This is the old street I remember. There were candy stores and it was probably very lively. But now it's become more of a residential area,
Yes,
right?
the candy store back then are like the convenience stores today.
But this had more character.
This candy store I went to as a child.
Miss Jiang, actually, just now as we were walking along, I originally thought Xishu was a very quiet, peaceful place. Until we arrived here. I realized that everyone is already busy early in the morning. So this is the flower pastry you mentioned earlier,
Yes,
right?
a very fragrant and delicious flower pastry.
Honestly, my mouth has been watering this whole time.
Do you want to try it?
Of course I want to. Can I try it?
Yeah. Try it and see how the texture is.
Wow, it really
Yeah.
is. It's still warm, freshly made.
Made just now on site.
So if it cools down, will it still be soft like
Well,
this?
once it cools, you can't shape it anymore.
Oh, so you can't shape it.
You have to shape it while it's hot to form its shape. Once it's cool, it's
Wow.
set in its shape.
Oh, so delicious. The sugar on the outside is maltose.
Right.
That kind
The
of
owner always uses maltose.
maltose.
This way it has enough stickiness.
Then it won't taste overly sweet.
Right.
It also adds a subtle aroma.
Right.
And the flour pastry is really crispy and crunchy. The texture is very pleasant. And the sugar has a slight sticky texture. This is really delicious. Holding this pack in my hand is a bit dangerous. It could disappear at any moment. Xishu is a coastal community full of traditional culture while also exuding an artistic vibe. A seaside community composed of Xibei, Xinan, and Xidong, 3 neighborhoods. It has a history of around 300 years. Besides its long history, the Xishu community is also full of creativity. Good morning, Mr. Zheng.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. I just walked over here and was completely captivated by this place and also by you. All of it. Everything is so colorful, giving a very festive vibe. Perfectly fitting for Xishu. I see you have a lot of fish on you and also these flowers. What is this?
This is our Xishu flower called the Huangjing flower. It's one of our cultural and creative products.
So this is your creative product.
Yeah, we're using it as our shop sign.
There's also mullet roe and also red turtle cakes and what else? There are vegetables too. This is really special and it seems like I've seen it in many night markets and similar places. I've actually seen people selling this. Are they all coming from your place?
Basically, we focus on fish, and our first product was this fish bag. Fish bag, basically, we are probably the original store in Taiwan. That's right.
You're the original store.
Yes, we were the first to invent it and sell it in Taiwan.
Why did you here in Xishu want to develop this fish bag?
Because Xishu used to be a small fishing village. Most of our elders went out to sea to fish.
Oh, so it's kind of a tribute?
One idea was a fish-shaped bag. Kana, do you want to try making a fish-shaped bag?
You trust that I have the talent to make one?
Actually, the first generation started with a blank one, letting customers unleash their boundless imagination
Oh,
and then create a fish bag of their own.
great. I'll take on this challenge. So, where do I start?
Well, let me first explain to you how this fish design came about. What does it look like to you?
Taiwan?
What?
Right.
You're so smart. You're the smartest person I've ever met.
Really? Others can't see it?
Actually, it's a way of imagining Taiwan.
Oh. Do you know what 368 means?
368 townships?
How did you know?
Is there a prize?
A prize? The prize is me. Brother Chang, among these fish types, which one sells the best?
Of course, it's the tilapia I'm holding.
Why does tilapia sell the best?
Because it's native and it's very hardy and its vitality is the best. And we eat it
Oh,
often.
that's true. Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah. Tilapia really has... Taiwanese tilapia. Yeah, someone
Right.
recommended Taiwanese tilapia to me before. I realized that the Xi in Xishu, meaning joy, really suits you. You're also just full of joyful energy. Being around you, I also feel very happy and
Oh, really?
cheerful. Yes, it's true. I highly recommend when everyone comes to visit Xishu, you must come and meet Brother Zhang, who will definitely make your day a very happy one. Also, there are plenty of very unique items here. Look at this vegetable bag and that mullet roe bag and this red turtle cake bag and back there that, what is it, leaf? It's a yellow hibiscus leaf. The teacher mentioned earlier that the people of Xishu in the past mostly made a living by fishing and selling vegetables. Now many of them are elders, and the community collaborates with them to create these culturally inspired fish and vegetable bags. It's still all about selling fish and vegetables, but now they're selling a different kind of fish and vegetables, bringing new life to this small coastal fishing village. It's lively once again. The wonders of the South District don't end here. Next, we're heading to the Golden Coast to try out a really cool water sport. We are now in Tainan at the Golden Coast in the South District. The main reason we're here today is to experience the birthplace of kitesurfing in Taiwan. We've also invited the most professional coach, Kyle, to properly introduce and guide us through it.
Kitesurfing is purely a wind-powered sport.
Wind-powered?
Yes, completely powered by the wind. It doesn't rely on any engines or motors. It's a bit like sailing or paragliding. Yes, if you ever get the chance to go to South Africa, you'll often see high jumping competitions held there in Cape Town, South Africa.
Oh, we're in Cape Town. Actually, my mom lives in Port Elizabeth in South Africa, and that city is also called the Windy City. The wind there is blowing hard all day long. I actually tried kitesurfing once when I was little, but at that time, I ended up flying a kite that belonged to a friend who was 20 kilos heavier than me. Back then, he had already trained up to over 90 kilograms, so the kite he used was really big. But just like you said, Coach, when you panic, you instinctively pull. But the moment you pull, it catches the wind, and once it catches the wind, plus with a kite that big in those conditions, my whole body instantly lifted off the ground. When I looked down, I was already about 2 stories high, and of course, I got scared. What do? You let go. And what happens when you let go? The kite falls, so I fell right down with it.
The first lesson in kitesurfing is that we must know which side is upwind side, and downwind side.
Upwind means the direction the wind is coming from.
Yes, the direction it comes from.
Oh, so from where it originates.
That's right. Like here today, that side is upwind.
The wind is blowing that way, and you can actually check it using the sand.
Yes, this is a really great method.
So with the wind, upwind is there and downwind is there.
Right, exactly. Come help me grab it from the middle. We always grab a kite from the middle. One kite is right here. Carry it on your shoulder and walk. Flip it over. And you can easily carry it along.
Oh, hey, yeah, really.
It actually floats up.
The first step is learning how to handle the kite. Once you can control the kite, you practice sliding on the sand. After you can slide on the sand, you're ready to go out to sea. And this part is really important because if the kite falls on sand, you can easily relaunch it. But if it falls in the water, relaunching it is extremely difficult. So if you want to try kite surfing, you might need to move to Tainan for a month. The early experience, honestly, was a bit disappointing. The wind was too weak today, so I couldn't really feel the speed. But it was still a very pleasant feeling, moving purely by the power of the wind. It's actually quite fun. You don't even need to use your own strength. You just rely on the wind and the kite and the energy of nature to move. Moving this way feels really unique. Although the Golden Coast is a kitesurfing paradise, most people today weren't actually kitesurfing. I noticed that the sunset here drops directly onto the sea. No wonder it's called the Golden Coast. So coming here to take a stroll, wade in the shallow water, and soak up the sun is really relaxing. It's very enjoyable. Because kitesurfing requires a certain skill level and depends on the weather, it's unfortunate that today I couldn't get airborne. But I still got to experience with the coach the sensation of speed on the water. I think that's the charm of kitesurfing. After the wild ride on the sea, we're changing pace. In the next segment, we're heading into the Blueprint Culture and Creative Park to see how they use art and creativity to give old buildings a new chapter. We have now arrived at the Blueprint Cultural and Creative Park. We've invited the expert teacher Dawei to give us a proper introduction to this place. Actually, my impression of this place is that many people come here to take photos.
Right.
But besides photography, there must be more history and stories behind the park, right?
Yes, of course. Because, for example, across the street from us, you can see department stores, hotels, and many inns.
Yeah.
Back then, right across the street was Tainan Prison.
Oh, so what does that have to do with this place?
To make life easier for the judicial staff, they brought here the first judicial new village. So so this was their dormitory.
So this was the dormitory?
Yes, the staff dormitory.
So the building next to us is the original appearance?
It should be reflecting the 1895 design from the Japanese colonial period, the appearance of Japanese dormitories at that time.
Inside the Cultural and Creative Park now, these individual units are all shops?
Yes, because it's a cultural and creative park. The Cultural Affairs Bureau wants to help new and emerging brands like ours by providing a way to save and operate more cost-effectively so they can grow and
How
thrive.
does it save costs?
Because the rent here is cheaper, offering us certain discounts and benefits.
Oh,
Yes.
I see.
This allows new brands like ours to have a chance to grow quickly.
So what are the main brands or shops here? Which brands or stores are featured?
For example, here we have an independent bookstore in the back, a precision craft shop, and a fragrance store. We also have national treasure level artists like Teacher Yan. Yan Zhenfa is also here.
Oh, is Teacher Yan here too?
Yes, I'm also an illustrator. This is my shop.
Oh, this is your shop?
Yes.
I'm curious, what do your illustrations look like?
We can take a look inside my shop in a moment.
Oh, let's go into your shop now.
Come in, please.
Let's go.
These are all watercolor paintings I've done and turned into postcards.
Oh, so these
Yes.
are all postcards.
You can write a letter to the future here and have a conversation with your future self.
What do you mean by writing a letter to the future?
Yeah, after you write the postcard, you can choose any date within the next 2 years for it to be sent or received when that date comes.
Oh, you send it for us?
Yes, I'll keep it safe first, and when the time comes, I'll send it out for you. So your future self will receive the postcard you wrote now.
How many letters do you currently have waiting to be sent out?
I have 2 big boxes, about 3,000.
3,000 postcards?
Yes, but as of yesterday, I've already sent out 5,200.
Oh. Are these organized by month?
Yes, each month is arranged accordingly.
July, August, and so
Yes,
on.
everyone has expectations and wishes for their future self, always have hopes and dreams, but this place isn't like a temple where people throw divination blocks to make wishes. Here, it's about making promises to yourself and having a conversation with your future self.
So if you were to write a letter to your future self, what would you write?
I honestly haven't thought about it.
Wow, this really looks impressive. Time to get ready to pick out my postcard. Even though I just saw so many spots in Tainan and I hesitated for a long time about which one to choose, but in the end, when I saw Longshan Temple in Wanhua, I made up my mind. I have to go with this one. Why? Because actually, since I was little, I've lived in Wanhua, and it's just over 100 meters from Longshan Temple right in the night market. And this letter is for my future self, so to me, it marks the beginning of life in Taiwan and looks ahead to the future. And along with that, the whole process, the story of the journey I've taken. I hope I can, through the message I'm writing to myself, reflect on and remember all the beautiful moments that happened. The old houses in the Blueprint Cultural and Creative Park keep traces of the past, yet carry a brand new soul. Every shop and every corner is filled with creativity and stories. It's like a blueprint, slowly exposing dreams into reality, showing the creative spirit unique to Tainan. Next, we're heading to Zhuxi Riverside Park to see how the flowing water and greenery can bring the city a softer, gentler kind of scenery. I'm now standing on the Moonblade Bridge with Moonblade Lake right beneath me. This used to be a concrete waterway, but it's been transformed into an ecological lake. The water channel used to be straight, and now it's redesigned into gentle curves. Not only is it prettier, it also helps with flood retention, making this 850-meter stretch of Zhuxi Creek feel closer to nature. Early in the morning, you'll already see people taking walks, exercising, and even taking photos. As for the Moonblade Bridge, its arch is shaped like a half moon, as if it's painting a piece of beautiful string music across the lake. I heard the inspiration for its design comes from the way bamboo grows combined with modern timber structure. It makes the scenery over the lake feel richer in layers. Zhuxi Creek used to be an old Taiwan waterway. After careful restoration by the government, it has now become a favorite spot for photographers. Photos taken here have a really special charm. That's why some people call it the Komogawa of Tainan. The Zhuxi Riverside Park blends natural ecology and landscape design in a really thoughtful way, drawing more and more visitors to come and take in the view. I personally wouldn't call this the Komogawa of Tainan because Zhuxi is simply Zhuxi. It has its own beauty that belongs to Tainan, and it doesn't need to be compared to anywhere else. Leaving this charming riverside, I'm heading to the Bird's Nest Tourism Factory. You heard that right. There's actually real edible bird's nest in the South District. This is the only tourism factory in Tainan that's centered around Bird's Nest, and it's located right here in Tainan South District. So why make Bird's Nest products in Tainan? And what kind of experiences are waiting inside? Let's head in and find out together. Let's go. And this is our tourism factory's general manager, Mr. Lin.
Hello, Kana.
Hello, Mr. Lin. Hello.
Hi there. Welcome to our Bird's Nest Tourism Factory. In a moment, I'll take you to see the whole process of how we handle bird's nests.
Okay.
How it all works.
Great.
This way, please. Kana, do you hear that? What sound is that?
Is this the sound of swallows?
That's right. This is the chirping of the edible nest swiftlet. So look, this is the house where they live. In Malaysia, we built our own swiftlet houses. Each floor is about 40 ping in size, and the building has 3 floors.
3 floors?
Yes.
And how many swiftlets can it hold?
Honestly, I really can't give you a number because this kind of thing, locals would say it's a gift from the heavens. You can build a house and try to attract the swiftlets in, yes, but whether they actually show up, whether they stay or not, and how much nests they'll produce, that's all up to nature.
So what kind of conditions would attract swiftlets to come?
Besides the surrounding environment, they need a place where food is easy to find, and did you notice this sound?
Yes.
Do you see on top of the house, there's a speaker?
Oh, there is.
Because swiftlets are social animals. So we use the recorded calls of edible nest swiftlets to attract their companions. And when their companions come and see it's easy to find food here, they're more likely to stay.
Oh, so that's how it works.
Yes.
Mr. Lin, when the baby swallows grow up and they're able to fly, this person will come in to harvest the bird's nest?
Yes, this is just a simulation.
Yes.
So once the young swallows leave, we can start harvesting the nests. Yes, so we made a small tool. Look, there's a little mirror on it. With it, we can check whether there are eggs inside the nest or if there are still baby swallows. But how do you actually harvest it? We have to keep it intact. If you just pull it off directly, it might break, and that lowers its commercial value. So we prepare a small sprayer. We spray a bit of water on it, so the nest absorbs the moisture and softens. Then we use this little scraper, the one he's holding, to gently scrape it off. When we start sorting the bird's nests, we hold the nest down with one hand and use a small pair of tweezers with the other. If you look closely and see some fine feathers inside the nest, you can pick them out because they'll stick to your tweezers. Then just dip the tweezers into the water. The feathers will come right off. You can give it a try.
So what I'm picking out now is these little bits of debris?
Yes,
these
those
black
tiny
specks?
little feathers.
Oh, these are swallow feathers?
Yes, because when the swallows are building their nests, it's inevitable that some small feathers might fall inside. Of course, for the sake of safety and hygiene, we try to remove as much as we can.
So is this also why bird's nest is so expensive?
Exactly. First, the raw material itself is costly. Second, the cleaning process requires a lot of labor. And third, when it goes into processing, the amount of manual labor involved is also very high.
Yes.
And that's why bird's nest products end up being so expensive.
This is really tiring, and after looking at it for a while, my eyes are starting to lose focus. I can't focus anymore, everything's just a blur.
That's why you need to be a professional. Okay, now that you finished cleaning, let's simply divide it into 2 parts and put them into these 2 bottles.
You mean just split it evenly into 2?
Yes, just divide it evenly. So next we need to pour in the rock sugar solution we prepared. Okay, just pour it up to the neck of the bottle.
Up to this line?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
You can see the current length of the bird's nest is just this long, but after it's stewed, it will expand. It will become even longer. Okay, this is now the bird's nest you've already picked clean,
Yes.
the one you've prepared. Later, we'll put it into stew. After 30 minutes, you'll be able to taste the bird's nest you made yourself.
Actually, it softens and becomes quite beautiful.
Yes, because it expands.
Expands, but it doesn't dissolve, right?
Right.
If you look closely, you'll see more of those strands, strand by strand.
Yes, because when swallows make their nests, they build it strand by strand, so later, when you taste it, you can try to tease it apart with your tongue. You'll notice that the bird's nest separates into strands as you do this. This is real bird's nest. If it's made from white fungus or sodium alginate or other chemicals, it wouldn't be able to separate like this. Try it.
Okay.
Do you taste the strand by strand texture?
When my tongue went in, it was originally one piece, then it slowly got separated by me.
Yes.
Real bird's nest.
You made it with your own hands. Touch it, smell it, and finally enjoy the fruits of your labor.
So like you said, that egg white scent, when you smell it, it's barely noticeable, but when you put it in your mouth, you can taste a subtle egg aroma.
Yes, just a light flavor.
Oh, it's amazing. I don't want to finish it.
This is truly the essence of food.
A swallow's nest is more than just a tiny miracle built under the eaves. It's something shaped by time, the environment, and life itself, woven together into a natural work of art. Each pristine white nest holds countless hidden details. Here, you can see how a raw bird's nest is transformed into something clear and immaculate. It truly is a remarkable gift from nature. In the next segment, we're heading to the nearby Shueijiaoshe Cultural Park, a place that also preserves precious traces of the past. Hello, Professor Zheng. I'm Kana.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you. This is probably my first time visiting Shueijiaoshe. I know this was a military dependence village, but walking in here, it feels very different from other villages. It's especially spacious, and I think it's really well maintained. It feels open and comfortable. I'd like you to ask you, could you briefly explain the history of Shueijiaoshe village? What's it about?
Back in 1937, the Japanese built an airfield at what is now Tainan Airport. It was a civil airport. Then in year 29 of the Republic of China in 1940, the Japanese were planning to attack the Philippines in Southeast Asia, so they stationed their Japanese Naval Air Force at Tainan Airport to take care of their officers and their families. So around 1941, year 30 of the Republic of China, they built Shueijiaoshe here.
So what does the name Shueijiaoshe mean?
Well, the Japanese Navy was called the Shuijun Water Navy, and their social club was called Shueijiaoshe. And secondly, the Japanese admired Chinese scholarship. There's a saying in Zhuxi, the friendship of gentlemen is as pure and mild as water. So for a community or a club or a social hall, they gave it the name Shueijiaoshe.
Oh, so actually the name Shueijiaoshe has so much history behind it.
Some people say that Shueijiaoshe village is, well, the hometown of the Thunder Tigers.
I've heard of them a bit, but I don't know much about them. The Thunder Tigers are Taiwan's stunt pilots.
Ah, I see. Well, back in 1941, some of our top pilots went to the U.S. Air Force Base at Williams for training. During that time, they saw the U.S. Air Force, which had a team called the Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds.
The Thunderbirds' aerobatic shows greatly inspired them and left them in awe of flight.
Oh.
So when they returned to Taiwan, they thought, if the US can do it, why can't we? So they established a team on August 14th, 1942. It was called the Thunder Tigers.
Thunder Tigers.
The Thunder Tigers Aerobatic Flight Team.
Oh. Teacher, I'm really curious. So Thunder Tigers are an aerobatic team. In actual combat, can these skills be used, these techniques?
Of course they can, because the main purpose is to develop teamwork and coordination, and also to study and refine these flying techniques.
If you can maneuver like this, then you can dodge bullets, or at least make yourself hard to shoot down.
Yes, it's really about everyone coordinating and working together as a team.
It's a kind of teamwork.
This is their F-5E, which we co-produced with the U.S. military. A fighter jet from the F-series.
At Shueijiaoshe, several old dormitories have been revitalized and converted into exhibition spaces. They're open for visitors, where you can learn about the village's history. Next, I'm going to take you to visit a beautiful bookstore and enjoy the scent of books in this old house. This place is called the most beautiful bookstore in all of Tainan. It was originally a general's residence, and to preserve its original aesthetics and antiques without damaging the structure inside, it has been transformed into this bookstore. Let's go take a look. Hello, Professor. Professor Lin, today we'd like you to give us a proper introduction to this place. I heard it's known as the most beautiful bookstore in all of Tainan. And walking in here, I can totally understand why. It's really beautiful and cozy. And there's also the scent of cypress, so fragrant. From my experience, whenever there's that cypress aroma and it's this beautiful, there's always a story behind it, right?
Exactly. Basically, this place was a Japanese general's residence during their time in Taiwan. It was housing for a high-ranking officer. You might ask, what kind of officer? From what is now Tainan Airport. Back then, Tainan Airport was part of their Naval Air Force, and officers from the Tainan Air Group lived here. And the cypress used back then was Taiwan cypress, not from Southeast Asia.
I've heard Taiwan cypress is of the highest quality.
Really excellent. They used Taiwan cypress and only imported from Japan if Taiwan supply wasn't enough. Just a small amount was imported. Exactly, very little.
Now stepping into the next room, so this is what we were talking about, the old living room?
Yes, exactly. Back in the Japanese era, when they lived here, this was the living room.
Oh, and then digging down here, was it originally designed this way?
Back in the Japanese period, it wasn't like this, but when we restored it as part of the Shueijiaoshe Cultural Park, we especially made it like this. The reason is simple. Japanese-style buildings are usually elevated. Taiwanese Japanese-style buildings are raised about 60 centimeters.
Why is it elevated?
Because Taiwan is more humid. Yes, it's quite humid, so if it wasn't elevated, it would get very hot inside.
So it's because of the heat.
Exactly.
I thought it was because the wood might be touching the ground directly.
Oh, because of its elevation. See, outside there are ventilation holes. So through these lower vents, hot air can escape from inside. There are also vents on top.
So through your, like this is roughly the original elevated height? Is it flat?
Yeah, roughly this height.
So this environment here would be, in your opinion, the main feature of the bookstore now?
This place, we set it up like this, mainly so that if you come here, you might not necessarily buy anything, but you will browse. Just sit in the spot, sit right here.
Oh, it's for customers to enjoy.
Yeah, it's really, really great. Yes, just sit down and read.
Take your time. The height is good.
Yeah, this is nice, pretty good. The whole layout is quite nice.
Makes you feel like a cultured, artsy person.
Yes, exactly.
Feels like you're actually studying. At the General's house, all you need is to pick a book, find a spot of your own, and you can fully enjoy the scent of books. This afternoon at Shueijiaoshe, I felt the calm and peaceful passage of time. And the final stop is Guizishan Mountain, the highest peak in Tainan. Even though its name includes mountain, it's actually quite charming. Guizishan Mountain is the only remaining hill that still exists in Tainan. Although its elevation is only 29.5 meters, it is still called the highest peak of the prefectural city. In the past, Guizishan Mountain was known as Kueito Mountain. Back then, Kueito Mountain consisted of 3 hills, so it looked like a brush holder. It also faced the Confucius Temple, hence it was called Brush Holder Mountain of the Prefectural School. However, due to urban development, 2 of the original 3 peaks were leveled. Now, only our Guizishan Mountain remains. Although Guizishan Mountain is small, it carries cultural significance. And climbing to the top is very easy. I highly recommend everyone to come and take a walk here. Of course, Tainan's South District has many more places waiting to be explored one by one. You must come. Linking368 Taiwan, which township will we visit next? See you next time!
虽然是条旱季，因为它落地生根发芽，也发芽茁壮，充满生命力。过去、现在、未来，无限发展。我们有自己的选择，台湾是自己来负责，世界来感受台湾的时刻。台湾经，大地转身，台湾经，坚强有情，无法把世界强化。前进的未来，引领世界的光芒。路途西经，充满生命力。我的决心，让台湾延绵。过去、现在，和未来无限。台湾发展，全世界倾羡。勇敢热情，脚步不停。伫汪洋中，要游向未来。华丽转身，华丽转身，咱做伙华丽转身。伫汉之夜，心手相连下，拼出一片台湾。坚强勇气，坚强勇气，咱斗阵坚强勇气。成为一伙坚强有活力的台湾，台湾。